Lexi here, and I've got Dan joining me, and we are going to tell you what we thought about the new movie, One Night in Miami. It comes out in theaters tonight, actually, and it will be on Amazon Video a week from today, so next Friday. So, Dan, I don't know what you thought of it. I thought it was really good. I think the message was really powerful. I think the idea of the movie was just genius. I just think maybe they could have done like a little more with it, but all in all, I thought it was really cool to see the message from all the different perspectives, which, by the way, it's about, 4 icons back in 1964. So, and I don't want to give anything away, but you really do get to see the perspective from the different points of views. And I thought that idea in itself was amazing, but, it's not a movie for kids, really powerful message, but I definitely think this will hit home for a lot of people. So, Dan, tell me what you thought.
It's a movie that I didn't know much about going into. I knew Regina King directed it. Everybody knows her as the actress. She's come a long way from playing Will Smith's wife in Enemy of the State. She's an Oscar winner now. And it's basically a conversation between best friends, and those best friends happen to be Malcolm X, Jim Brown, Cassius Clay, who was not Muhammad Ali at the time, and Sam Cooke. So right when I saw that, I was like, oh, this is great. And it's based off a play, and it's kind of like inspired by a true story, because nobody really knows what these 4 men talked about on this one night, February 24th in 1964. It was right after Cassius Clay beat Sonny Liston and won the big fight. But the important thing is that this is kind of a precious glimpse into the minds of 4 icons and how they thought. And kind of what they did in Selma, Lexi, where they kind of even made Martin Luther King Jr. kind of undecided. And you get to see that in these characters, these 4 heavyweights when it came to American history. So I found it to be a fascinating setup. I do think the theater, you do get the idea that it's based off a play, and that can kind of present some constraint to a movie. Like you said, you kind of wanted a little bit more, and how it's in this one room. But I liked how we got to see 4 best friends who happen to be 4 of the most important people in American history kind of sparring against each other with words, not fists, thankfully, because I think Muhammad Ali would beat all of them up. This is what best friends do, right? We kind of cut each other down, we build each other up, and it's to say it was a very momentous night, and I think it's a very important movie, if not completely nailed on the head. It's a very important film that's going to be factoring in Oscar time. A lot of great performances.
It makes you wonder if those conversations really went down like that,
Yeah.
Obviously not exact.
Oh, yeah. But essentially, you're a fly on the wall with these 4 guys kind of really trying to crack each other down and then help each other, because they're friends, but they also, something about each of them kind of irritates them. And I think Leslie Odom Jr. has been getting a lot of awards attention as Sam Cooke, but I think Kingsley Ben-Adir, who plays Malcolm X, is phenomenal, and Aldous Hodge. Audiences are going to recognize these actors, but they've never seen them like this. This is like the turning point.
All in all, I think I'm going a 7 out of 10. What are you going to give it?
I'm going to introduce our first half. I'm going to do 8.5. That's where I'm going, because 9 is where you start putting in that upper tier. But I think it's most importantly, it's a fascinating and important movie.
Awesome. Well, like we said, One Night in Miami is out in theaters now. Go check it out.
You can watch One Night in Miami in some select theaters locally today, including High Point Theater, Galleria 6, Marcus Ronnie's, and Plaza Frontenac. And if you're not ready to head to the theater just yet, the movie also hits Amazon Video next Friday.